not working, gather the strength and courage to speak out. Gather the strength and courage to work out. Now, this is a man trying to work out. I don't want to know who is wrong. But my personal opinion is, it's a good thing that one wants to work out. Hello, my beautiful people. Yes, I quickly want to drop my 1 cent opinion on Two-Face Idibia and Annie Macaulay divorce matter that is ongoing. Yes. Now, I've seen on the internet, most people, especially women, we have decided to take the side of Annie Macaulay. And the men also are partially taking the side of Two-Face Idibia. Personally, I don't believe this should be a time to take side with anybody. Now, I've made a lot of videos concerning marriages because these days, what we hear about marriages is that either the man has killed the wife, or the wife has killed the husband, or the man burns the wife to death. Now, this is out of anger, this is out of frustration. And I've always said, if it is not working, gather the strength and courage to speak out. Gather the strength and courage to work out. Now, this is a man trying to work out. I don't want to know who is wrong. But my personal opinion is, it's a good thing that one wants to work out. Now, take for instance, if one of them die in this marriage, the same social media people will say, you never spoke out. You never said anything about it. So this should be encouraged that if it is not working, you should be able to work out. Now, I don't encourage divorce, but at the same time, I don't encourage any form of violence in marriage. I normally say if there is any form of violence in your marriage, speak out. Talk to your family. And family members should not beg you to stay. When the man is constantly beating you or the woman is being violent to you, that has always been my take. So that's the more reason I cannot take side with Annie Macaulay. Neither will I take side with Two-Face Idibia. But I will only want to say he is on the right track. It might not necessarily end in divorce, no. But given a little distance, a little space, might be able to help both of them to think well, to see if they actually want to continue in this union called marriage. What we should focus on now as a country is, why is this institution called marriage failing in our generation? That is what we should focus on. Because it has never been this bad. It has never been this terrible. And the reason why it is this bad, I truly do not have the answer. If it is because maybe we are trying to copy the tradition of the Western people and to put it, inculcate it into our own marriage, that is the reason our marriages are failing these days, I truly do not know. But there should be a wake-up call for every one of us that are still married, because I've been married for the past 14 years. It hasn't been easy, but truth is God has been faithful. But this is a wake-up call. This is not the time to say the man was bad, the woman was bad, because I read in some blog that the woman was violent. Some said, of course, we know that Two-Face has never been faithful, but Annie knew that he was not a faithful man, and he said, yes, I do. Now, this is a wake-up call in the sense that you might think your unfaithfulness to your partner does not do anything to them. Now, when you are unfaithful to a woman, there is one thing that she becomes so aggressive. Yes, unknowingly to her. Her lovely nature will change automatically. She will always want to fight unknowingly to her. It is only those around her that will say, her attitude has changed badly. Yes, that's one thing you also have to know. And you know, men always want to say, we need peace. But the truth of the matter is, there is no woman you give peace that will not reciprocate back peace to you, except that woman is mentally not okay. Because I believe every married person, both the man and the woman, even the children, want to live in a peaceful environment, because it's in a peaceful environment that you'll be productive. It's in a peaceful environment that your love will grow. Your love will blossom. Yes, in a peaceful environment. But the truth of the matter is, in marriages these days, there is no peaceful environment. Is either the man is violent or the woman is violent. The man is constantly nagging or the woman is constantly nagging. So this should be a wake-up call to those of us that are still married. The question is, with this my attitude? Now, I'm also asking you, with this your attitude, are you sure your marriage will be able to stand the test of time in the next 5 years? This should be what we should be worried about, not about whether Annie is going to sign the divorce or whether innocent Idibia came at the wrong time to say it. No. The truth matter is, I don't like celebrity marriage because I just feel they are putting their marriage in my face and they make me to feel I'm not doing well in my own marriage, because what I see on social media is kind of far from the reality of marriage that I know. So as a result of that, whenever they come out to say I'm divorced, I will just like, you be pretending, we already knew before. But Annie Macaulay and Two-Face Idibia, they don't belong to this category of celebrity that always pretend to be perfect in their marriage. The more reason why I cannot throw any blame on any partner, but rather to say, for those of us that are interested in Annie Macaulay and Two-Face Idibia matter, we should begin to reflect on ourselves. If maybe our own marriage, just the way we are now, with our dirty attitude, we'll be able to stand the next 1 year, or we'll be able to stand the next 5 years. Because I can recall in this famous rich and celebrity program, you can't recall the name, that they did in South Africa. I watched it about 2 years ago. Two-Face Idibia reproposed and told Annie, let's do another 10 years. And Annie said, what is wrong with you? I don't want to do another 10 years with you, but rather, I want to do life with you, Two-Face. The plan of Annie was to do life with Two-Face. And I want to believe the plan of Two-Face also was to do life with Annie. But something went wrong. What went wrong is same thing going wrong in your own marriage. You know, those of you that are married, this is not a time to cast blame. This is the time to look inwards to say, if I continue the way I am now, is my husband not going to run away from me just the way Two-Face Idibia is trying to run now? Or is it my wife that is going to run away? This should be something we should begin to think about. And when you have that answer, and you know that in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, definitely, your husband is going to jackpot and leave you in that marriage all by yourself. Or your wife is going to say, no, I can't take it any longer. Then we just have to begin to work on ourselves. Yes, we have to begin to work on ourselves. That's the only way this institution called marriage will be honorable again. Because we used to know that this institution used to be an honorable thing. But what it is now is no longer honorable. And I kid you not, if we continue this way, our children will tell you we are not getting married. Some of the youths these days are already saying, I will just be a baby mama. I will just be a baby father. So, brother, sister, let's begin to work on ourselves. Treat that man well. Treat that woman well. Any character she is constantly complaining about, or he is constantly complaining about, try to work on it. Don't say that's so I just be. No. You can actually change your personality or improve yourself for the sake of your family, for the sake of your marriage. Work on yourself. Let's save this institution called marriage. It has not been this terrible. It has not been this bad. And those of you that still have parents that has been married for more than 30 years and they are still together, please begin to make videos of them so that they will begin to teach us that patience, what kept them together, because that's what we are lacking in this generation. Nobody wants to be patient any longer. Nobody wants to tolerate nonsense again. Yes, make videos of your parents that have spent 30, 35, 40 years. Let us tell us how they were able to cope. Because the truth of the matter is, most of us, our next 5 years is not guaranteed. Next 10 years is not guaranteed. So we need at least better videos online to make us know that this institution called marriage is supposed to work. Not these videos of divorce, of this man has burnt the wife, this woman has killed the husband that we have online. The internet space is already polluted. Yes. So we need fresh video, please. I'm sincerely begging for those of you, because I personally want to learn. I want to do my own marriage for life. I don't know about you, but at least we should be able to learn from people that have this experience, not youths coming to teach you about marriage that has not been married, or those that have been married for 5 years. They'll come to social media and tell you this is marriage, but in reality it is not. I'm talking about those that have went through the process of time. They passed through the test of time. They survived the temptation in marriage, and they stood together to at least tell us truth. I'm not talking about pastors, because most pastors, this marriage wahala, it's still they affect them. That's the truth. I know they found one come preach for me. I'm a Christian myself. They'll preach what they know they do. No, I'm talking about those that really did it and did it well. Anyway, I remind you, get gifted gift. If today happens to be your first time of coming across my video on YouTube, please do me a favor by subscribing. This is not the time to throw blame to Two-Face or Annie. This is the time to support them and also write something good to tell them if it's something that they can reconcile, let them do. If it's just a space that they need, maybe 6 months, 1 year space that they need to think over it, they should do. But if it's something that is already a threat of life, we should applaud them and encourage them to do the right thing. We don't want any of them buy for this matter. Yes.